Welcome back to MNUFC TV. I'm going to get into the player ratings for Minnesota United 3, RSL1. Um, so Vito was in net tonight, and I think, like I've always been saying every week, best goalie in MLS, hands down. I do not care what anyone else says. It's confirmed. Um, and if anyone says otherwise, they're just wrong. It's just week in and week out, he can make game-winning saves left, right, and center, and keep you in a game. And then for 20 minutes, not see the ball for a half, and then come up with an amazing save. He's just class, and we need to sign him. I'd say 8 or 9 out of 10 from Vito today. The goal I don't think particularly is his fault. Lack of defending on his first save to pick up the Rusnik on the first goal. Maybe Vito could have done a little bit better, and I know he probably thinks he could have saved that, but his defense could have helped him out a little bit there to get the ball cleared. So I'm going to go with Roman Montier, 9 out of 10. Absolute awesome performance from Roman. He needed it after having a couple of not particularly well games, but it is what it is. Ike played good. He did what Dyke does, wins every header, strong, as well as Boxall was just a bully today. Absolute beast at the back, and that center back pairing is the best that we have, clearly. Both great players, and I think they both deserve eights tonight. Wilfred Mopembe Tarat played really well coming in for Chase Gasper, and I know I was a little bit critical on him when he played out in the left midfield against Sporting Kansas City. I thought his defensive work rate wasn't very good, but he's came into the team a little bit better. And playing left back, I thought he looked fine at left back. He actually played well, I thought. Extremely well, I thought. A solid 8 out of 10 for me. Solid 8 out of 10. Gregus and Alonso were in the midfield. They both played great. Ozzy actually doing a crossbar challenge mid-game, hitting the top of the post, and it was so unlucky for him. It didn't just dip and drop in. Gregus wasn't in his attacking ways, but he was dominating that midfield possession, moving the ball around. Everything that we miss when Gregus isn't in there, he was doing, which has been a great addition. But both of them, I think, tonight get solid 8s tonight. Both don't particularly, I don't think, deserve more or less, but it was a good performance. Molino with the assist, 8.5. I thought he played really well. And the man of the match tonight is going to be Darwin Quintero, the guy who needs a contract extension, who's playing for the contract extension, and proving why he is a game changer and why we should keep him for at least another year or two as we bet in other players and kind of get this future in. As he's not getting any younger, Darwin, but he is a game changer and we need him. So I'm 10 out of 10 man of the match for me tonight. Robin Lod, he has been getting into the team a lot more. And each performance, I feel like after that forced Portland game, he had a couple bad performances. And in the Atlanta game, he picked up a goal, but he didn't play particularly well. But Robin played really good tonight, and I can see him kind of getting more acclimated into the team. He was doing weeks before he wasn't clapping the fans walking around, and he joined Boxall and Ike, and he didn't join those two, but he joined Vito on his walk around to clap out the fans. So that was nice, and I feel like Lod's getting more acclimated into the team, figuring out the system a bit more, and playing a lot better. So that's nice to see. Mason, and actually I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10 today, or actually 8 out of 10. I don't want to give him that half because being a little biased because I think he's played well and he's been improving, so I don't want to just give him that just for having a good game. But he played well. So I'd give him a solid 8 like the rest of the boys. Mason Toy played all right. He got involved. He did his thing. I wish he would have got involved a little bit more, popping in to hold up play, stretching it stretching him a bit, which he did at sometimes, but um, I think he played quite well, or not quite well, decent. I'd say is a better word. Um, I'd give him a 7.5. Um, that half might be a little generous, but yeah. We're gonna go into the subs. So Finley was subbed on for Molino, and Finley picked up a goal, played well, worked hard, defensive work rate. Um, a solid 8 out of 10 from Finley's little shift. Definitely good performance from the midweek of missing a couple opportunities. So that was nice to see Finley get on the goal sheet and clinch the W. Um, and lastly, we're gonna get into Hassani Dotson, who was subbed in for Darwin Quintero. Um, don't know where Carlos came from, but Darwin Quintero. Hassani played well. Not as much of a free roll as Darwin was. He dropped back a little bit more defensive, which we didn't need to go forward up 3-1 or 2-1 when Hassani. I believe he was only on when it was 3-1 or maybe 2-1. Anyway, keeping the lead would be something that he came on to do. So you could tell he could drop back a little bit, but he held the ball up, created a couple opportunities for Gregus, holding the ball strong in the midfield. Hassani won the ball back a couple times, and he put in a really good shift for his little 20-minute cameo or whatever. And I thought a definite 7.5, 8 for him tonight because he was playing well, just didn't get as too much of a game time, but he got in the game right away. Abu had a couple good runs. He made a good run to open up Finley's wide open pass. So there was things Abu was doing on that I liked. He got a shot off, wasn't offside, so it was a good shift from Abu. And even though I'm not high on him, and I don't think he is a future, I thought he played all right, and is showing an improvement from the last. A little bit of improvement, but it's not like he's improving week in, week out. It's stagnant and reversal. Stagnant, get a little bit just back to the old ways. So, not quite sure about Abu. So, he's going to get a solid 7 tonight just for putting a nice shift, making a nice run, and doing the job for helping the boys win, but not particularly more than that. Maybe only a 6.5. But I'm going to be generous with the W and give him a 7. That's going to be it for me. It's a good 3-1 win, and we go up to third place in the West. And if we get a home playoff berth against anyone, I really fancy us over anyone in the MLS. So, as always, come on, you loons, and thanks for stopping by.